Hi everybody, this is Lily from LA Nutrition Decision, and I wanted to give you another Shabbat message. So have a wonderful Shabbos. I'm about to go into my Modi'in group session today, and we're going to be continuing our discussion about sugar and managing your blood sugar. Last week we talked about what makes us feel out of control, what makes us feel vulnerable when it comes to food, and feel like we just aren't capable by ourselves sometimes of managing to just maintain our ideal weight effortlessly. Why it always feels like so much work has everything to do with blood sugar. How? Well, if you manage your blood sugar, all of a sudden your emotional response to the everyday problems in your life comes down a notch. That same situation that maybe would have put you at a stress number 8 out of 10 is now going to put you at a 5. All of a sudden a 5 is more doable. A situation that maybe would have sent you to 5 feels like a 3. Why? What does this have to do with sugar? Well, when we eat a lot of sugar in our diet, especially white flour and white sugar, but really all sugar, and what we're doing is we're creating an insulin response. And when we have insulin response and it goes in and it just sucks up all the calories and all the sugar that's there, and anything you don't need right then goes to fat, well, what happens? What happens is it triggers an entire hormone response in your body. And then you get low in your energy level and you take caffeine, and that stimulates your adrenal glands. And then all of a sudden, you have cortisol in your body and all of these hormones floating around. So everything feels more intense. Just like for women when we're pregnant. All of a sudden, everything feels more intense. Everything feels so much more severe than it really is or would feel to us in another situation. We do that every time we eat sugar. Whether we're men or women, we're putting ourselves in that emotionally vulnerable zone. And of course then we need food, because we're not in a place to take support from other people. We're not in a place at that moment to go for a walk. We're not in a place to eat a carrot stick. We're past that. We've gone into scary category, out of control. So I'm going to give you 3 tips today that you can take with you to help balance your insulin, which is going to help you maintain your weight and lose weight effortlessly. And that's the key, right? We don't want to feel like we're in a constant state of effort. Giving up white flour and white sugar is the #1 thing that you can do to make weight loss and weight maintenance effortless. I had a client last year, just gave up white flour and white sugar. She lost 8 kilos in 12 weeks. As soon as she started putting it back in her diet, the weight started to come back. And she all of a sudden was struggling. Where when white flour and white sugar were out of her diet, all she said every week was, wow, it's just coming off. Why? The more white flour, the more white sugar you have in your diet, the more out of control you are, the more subject you are to those hormones, to those emotions that you really do have control over, but that your hormones send those situations spiraling out of your control. So this week, I challenged my ladies to really pay attention to how they respond to sugar, how they respond to better eating, so that this is not so that you can look great in that bat mitzvah dress. This is so that you can look great every single day. And when all of the simchas should come in all of our lives, we just already feel great. Wouldn't that be nice? That a simcha comes into your life, whether it's a brit, and I mean that right after you have a baby, a brit, or a bat mitzvah, or a wedding of a loved one, that you feel confident. Maybe you have a business meeting. Maybe you're seeing a long-lost cousin, and you want to knock their socks off. Wouldn't it be great to feel constantly, effortlessly confident in your body? The first step, get rid of white flour and white sugar. The second step, the second thing that you can do right now, are you ready? Choose healthy fat. Olive oil, salmon, avocado, okay? These are the fats that you want in your diet. And yes, saturated fat too. From healthy animals, as healthy as you can afford to buy, coconut oil, flaxseed, chia seed, it doesn't matter. Wherever you're getting those omega-3 fats from, nuts, seeds, olives, salmon, avocado, these are the ways that you're going to also protect your body, protect your cells, keep from looking older, keep your body more lubricated on the inside so that when you want to exercise, you don't have those achy joints and pains afterwards. Keep your mind lubricated, ready, thinking creatively all the time, problem solving without feeling kind of, like the gears aren't really turning. Omega-3 fats. And the last thing that you can do right now, today, before Shabbos, during Shabbos, focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on song, focus on Torah, focus on your spiritual practice, whatever that means for you in your life. Maybe you're a busy mom at home and you're lucky if you get 5 minutes to think about anything spiritual during the day. But take 5 minutes. If you're a man, maybe you go to davening and it's by rote. It's not something that touches you spiritually anymore. Try for one blessing to reconnect to your true desire to be spiritual, to be connected to God. And that extra little bit of love that connection brings is going to help be the balance between feeling emotionally adrift and looking to food for solace and feeling empowered and confident and ready to achieve everything you want for yourself, that I want for you. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Have a wonderful week. And I'm looking forward to hearing more from you. If you have one thing that you would say makes the biggest difference for you, please share it here and inspire somebody else. Maybe what you have to say, what works for you to keep you on a healthy track in the most effortless, fun way, is really going to be the thing that helps somebody else. I don't have all the answers. We all have the answers for ourselves. And the more we share and give, the more we learn. Shabbat Shalom.